I think everything's working. I think. I have reason to believe. Let's find out. Shall we? Where are we here? Oh, yeah. This one? Oh, baby. That's the stuff. Let's get a little bit of that in there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now we're really Sakura Warsing. Hello, Rev. Sakura Wars, indeed! Exclamation point. Emphasis on exclamation point. I hope this part doesn't get taken down because it's got the theme song in here, but we'll see. Just gonna make sure I've got everything laid out properly here, and then we will get going. Ah, what a good video game. I mean, we might as well watch this one time through. Can't play around to Sakura Wars without watching the intro. Skipping the intro of your favorite anime. Something only a freak would do. I'm not saying there's a room for freaks here. Crunchy standard definition. Oh yeah. This isn't even my final form as far as my setup goes. So I am playing this on original hardware. I'm using a wireless retrobit Saturn controller, which I like quite a bit. Playing it on my Saturn. And just running it through an old RetroTink 2X from back in the day. One of these days, I'll upgrade and I'll get this looking real nice, because Sakura Wars deserves it. Let's be honest. Okay, for anyone who wasn't here last time, this is Sakura Wars. I'm playing through this for the Pantheon of the Blood God. It is our February pick for our monthly games club, and then we will be recording a at least 2-hour-long conversation about this game at the end of the month for the Pantheon of the Blood God podcast. You can find all of those monthly episodes over at patreon.com/bloodgodpod. Got years of those things in the backlog, so go get yourself a whole bunch of many hours long conversations about a lot of very good video games. Some conversations that I agree with, some conversations that I disagree with. But it's all covering very cool games. And this month, in celebration of the most romantic month of the year, we're playing through the seminal classic, Sakura Wars, for the Sega Saturn, released in 1996. And my god, it's a good game. We're on episode 2, Hive of Darkness. I'm I'm going to try to keep things moving along at a somewhat steady clip because I could talk about this game for 1,000 years. And I'm sure I will have some diversions somewhere, but also I got to get through this game. So here we are meeting the Hive of Darkness. Hi Spyrus, how are ya? You're reminded of DS games with the window layout. Yeah, totally. I'm using the official Axe of the Blood God overlay today. Just, I don't know, for the sake of cleanliness. But also, it reminds me, I hope to someday get around to Sakura Wars Dramatic Dungeon for the Nintendo DS. The mystery dungeon-like that brings all three casts together. And I believe it's sort of the last entry in the Sakura Wars series pre-reboot. It's a fun little game. It's got some cute stuff going on. I also like the classic anime villain gang of cool guy, big guy, small guy, and the girl. Is the whole game voice acted? Most of it. Most of the cutscenes are. There's a handful of the adventure segments that aren't voiced, just due to space limitations. But yes, there's a whole bunch of the game is voiced, and the mouth movement. This was their claim to fame at the time. Mouth movement is lip flaps match up to the spoken dialogue in a really exceptional way, especially for the main cast. Don't you agree, Satan?
Hi.
Ooh. Mysterious. Here we go, episode 2. We have our new flowers in the background, new color scheme. It's such a lovely little touch. It's not as extravagant as some, PC 98 adventure games get, but it's still it's a lovely little frame. Sure.
大帝国劇場ってここでおますよな。
She's got a great theme song. She's real goofy. I can see why she's a favorite for many. As far as dialogue choices go, I'm gonna try to make an earnest effort to pick some good choices that I think are gonna get me the best bonuses and things. Every once in a while, maybe I'll make a Victor choice as opposed to an Ogami choice. But we'll see.
今度こちらにご厄介になります。よろしゅう。ほいで、あんたは？ほな、うちらの上官やね。ただいま花屋敷支部より銀座本部に転属してまいりましたリ・コーランです。米田中将閣下へお取り次ぎください。親切やね大神少尉は。大丈夫や、こんなこともあろうかと修理工具はいつでも持ってるさかい。ちょちょいのちょいで片付けときますわ。
Okay. New episode means
あ、うちのブロマイドや。
time to get a new
なん
bromide.
か恥ずかしいな。
Yes, Zell. Uh-huh. Don't think about it too hard. Trip from the Sakura isn't far. That's true. That's true. I'm sure a bike ride from Asakusa to Ginza would be lovely. Okay. Did I already get? I got Sumire's, yeah? Am I able to get? There we go. Okay. Got Sakura and Sumire. I mentioned it last episode, but the PS2 remake, Atsuki Chishio ni in Hot Blood, really fleshes out the front of house staff and these side characters in a way that I miss a lot in the original. I think in Hot Blood and 5, which were both originally on PS2, and the first one's made ground up for the PS2. are really excellent as far as that side of things goes. In fact, let's... Oh yeah, of course.
あんたも後部のパイロットやろ？男のくせに乗れるやなんて、あんた相当優秀やで、ほんま。ところで少尉班、もうクロノス界の連中とは戦うたんやろ？どんな感じやった？へえ、そら頼もしいこっちゃ。これからもその調子で頼みますね。けど油断は禁物やで。これから先何が起こるかわからんさかい。ところでクロノス界ってな、何でも徳川の残党で政府転覆が目的らしいで。
Here we go. Hive of Darkness are remnants of the Tokugawa regime. Want to overthrow the government.
ご苦労なこっちゃ。
Yes, the Hive of Darkness is a localization choice by the fan translation team. And I like it. I think it's pretty good. I think it's it really captures the sort of Saturday morning anime feeling that I think it's really going for. Let me just remember to post about this stream. There we go. Yes, major Team Rocket energy. Or even, like I say, it's cool guy, big guy, small guy, and the woman, which is yeah, pretty standard party composition for these groups of villains. I like it a lot. I think it's very funny. Gotta go visit the secretaries. Real-time Bokan. Yeah. Some very Tatsunoko energy. I just love. You don't have to stop in that room. I mean, yeah, there's a part of me that just wants to bring Koran around and explore stuff, because I really never know what's gonna happen. I've played through this a couple times, and there's still so many permutations and options of things to explore. Let's try the kitchen, and then we'll head over to the office, see if there's anything in here. Okay, yeah, I probably can't bring her down to the hangar yet. Let's just press forward. I think it's probably our best bet. Very well. We get along very well. You can never tell with Koran because she's also the one who likes to joke the most. So sometimes giving the absurd answer is the one she really wants to hear because she'll think you're being funny. So it can kind of go either way.
Da.
You really do look good in men's clothing. So this is, again, very much the Takarazuka review inspiration. I mentioned last time, it's an over 100-year-old theater troupe, all female. They tend to do more Western-style musicals, and especially Western-style review shows, which are really just loosely connected songs and ways to showcase the performers in the troupe. And usually the most popular and most sought after position in any of the Takarazuka troupes is to be the actress who plays the leading man. That is the most prestigious position to be in. Second most prestigious is to be the actress who plays the leading woman. But the leading men roles are the ones with the huge fan bases. I was definitely not the only man at the Takarazuka Theater, but it is a 99.9% female fan base. And I think some of that also kind of gets reflected in the Sakura Wars fan base. There is, for being what a lot of people think is a harem game or a dating sim, it really is about the interpersonal relationships between the cast, and I think yeah, there's just a lot of misconceptions about what sort of game this is and what kind of story it's telling and how it builds up, especially the female cast. Even though Bishoujo games really do have their root in eroge, Sakura Wars is and I actually just talked about this in a totally different context on our Final Fantasy IX episode, but something that this and Final Fantasy IX have in common is that it is very much a synthesis of theater sensibilities with video game sensibilities, and both games are directly inspired by theater, are just full of allusions to theater. Obviously, Sakura Wars is set in a theater. It's about a theater. It's about a theater troupe. But beyond just that, superficially, I think it is also borrowing a lot from the language of Takarazuka and the history of Japanese Western theater. So yes, Maria here. This is because she was also the acting captain before Ogami showed up. This is one of those things that tells you that that Maria is not only a capable leader of the troupe, but is also the highest status member of this cast. We haven't seen a ton of her yet. We don't get many interactions with her, and this, if you are accustomed to the language of Takarazuka, you would see this and immediately realize, yes, Maria is the highest status character in this place, and sort of continues to be. Ogami takes high status when he needs to, but what's important about Ogami and him as a character and about Sakura Wars is that the player character, he knows when to take a step back and make room for the stars of the show, which is the female cast. So, and I think that's lovely. And then, of course, as the heart and soul of the group, your player character, the captain, either Ogami or Shinjiro in 5, is what was I saying? They do know when he needs to take center stage as the heart and soul of the group. So just making observations about status, I think, is important in an ensemble, especially an ensemble where it centers different characters at different times, and because it's so episodic, it's interesting to see the through lines, and this early on when Ogami is still the fish out of water, and he's also learning the status of everyone here in these relationships. Hello, Variable Mog. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for that background. Love it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep things moving, but also give some of that texture and some of that background, and why I think this game is so important. My duty as a leader. Because obviously, my duty as a man, you don't need to be showing your gender essentialism in front of a powerful gender-bending woman. That's a recipe for disaster. Controller check. Yes. Sorry. Yes, I went off on a tangent. Controller's fine. How dare you? Hi, Spooky. This is one of those things that I'm probably also going to comment on a bit during the course of the stream. just how quickly rehearsal periods go, how they'll decide on a whim that they're going to put on a show in a week or something, and they'll just magically have it all come together. One of these days, I'm gonna write something or record something about theaters in video games, and their sense of realism, but also just accuracy and realism, both in architecture and backstage, and also the workings of the theater itself. Stage managers are the real MVPs. They are truly, a good stage manager is the most important thing in the world. I don't know. I can't remember if there's a point in the series where a character is explicitly designated the role of stage manager. If Koran's dialect is incorporated into localization, not really. Or at least, I mean, sometimes you'll see a little bit of it in this fan translation. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it pops up a little bit more in Sakura Wars GB, the fan translation for that on Game Boy Color. But yeah, they don't really make too much of a meal out of it. The theater analogy to FF9 was a fascinating thought. Yeah, there was a bunch more I would have liked to get into it, but I didn't want to be the only one talking for a very long time. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings. I didn't even get to bring up all of the very obvious stuff in FF9, like the mistaken identity stuff with the love letter getting passed around, and just that whole comedy of errors. The fact that it ends with a symbolic wedding with Garnet in her white dress. I mean, it's all everything. Every big beat, every big character beat from that is taken from a theatrical tradition of some kind. Issues with the combat. Sure, I'll go on a little bit of an FF9 tangent. Obviously, the trance thing is tough. I think there's a better way to do it. But because it is so overpowered, they make it happen less often, which means that, like, if you whiff a limit break in 7, it's not a big deal because you get limit breaks fairly often. I will not spoil the outcome of the Pantheon episode. One of the other things is that because 9 plays things pretty conservatively, it's not as fun to break as 7 and 8. I mean, 8 is very breakable, but 7, I'm replaying it right now, and I mean the fun discoveries you can have with materia are really delightful. Like coming up with some of the combos, intuitive combos that just make sense. Materia gives you commands. It gives you an order of operations that you get to work with, and the ways you can break that game are really, really fun. 9 doesn't let you experiment as much, especially because characters are sort of locked into their roles. Yes, there are all of these abilities, but characters have their individual access to specific abilities. Like, not everybody gets access to the same abilities in the same way that they do in 7. So it's a little more restricted, which is nice for game balance and good game design, not giving you too many things to break. But I think that damages it in the long run, because I think something, especially about RPGs that last in the zeitgeist, is some kind of breakability. I mean, you find that with the popularity of speedruns and YouTube videos that be like, with this one weird trick, you can break the freaking... Yeah, whatever. But what's your favorite FF besides the MMOs? I'm not going to answer any question about Final Fantasy that explicitly removes the MMOs from the equation, because those are numbered Final Fantasies. I think FF11 is incredibly important. How much of this restriction relates to the fact that you have a 4-character party size? Things could get crazy very easily. Yes. And when you're playing an older FF like 5, which does have 4 characters, things get crazy. That level of customizability and that number of characters is a lot of... I think she's funny. I don't say that I don't want to exclude the MMOs just because I would answer 14, because I don't think I would answer 14. But it's the principle of the thing. It's the oh yeah, I've played all the Final Fantasies, except the online ones, of course, as if that's a given. It shouldn't be a given. Why do those get excluded? Sakaguchi was very deliberate in making FF11 a numbered Final Fantasy game. It wasn't just Final Fantasy Online, it was 11. And there was a very important philosophy behind that I think is a bit lost when it comes to discussion about those games. Anyway, Sakura Wars! Sorry. Didn't realize I had left it hanging on a... That's an interesting thing to say. Good. The files need sorting. Office work. That's a little insight into what you don't want to talk about when you're doing background voiceover, especially in an office. Everyone defaults to, can you hand me that file? Or, have you seen the file? No one in an office talks about files. Be cool to see an offline version of FF14 like the recent Dragon Quest X. Listen. With with that free trial of 14, goes all the way up to Stormblood, and the ability to play through all of the dungeons with a party of NPCs, it might as well be offline. I love these little eye catches between segments. These are adorable. I also just love this music so much. If anyone's really enjoying the cast of this game, I would also highly recommend both of the Sakura Wars Columns games. There's a fan translation for the one on Dreamcast, and the Saturn one is really, really easy to play through. But they have their own little story modes. They're usually about deciding who is going to play the lead in an upcoming show. And they all have different endings and a lot of really unique character art that I think is very charming, if a little off model. This Columns, like the Sega arcade game, exactly. It is a Sakura Wars branded Columns game. Both of them. There's two. Which I enjoy quite a bit, because I was a Game Gear kid, not a Game Boy kid. So I spent many road trips playing Columns in the back seat on my Game Gear. Many road trips, and how many double A's? My friend. I had an AC adapter that would plug into the cigarette lighter. Not a double A spent. Oh, teach people how to play Koi Koi. Yes, it's I would almost recommend next time Sakura Wars PS4 is on sale, which is very, very often. It's regularly like $10. That has a really good version of the Koi Koi minigame in it, because it will usually give you the possible moves. And you'll just sort of get it as it goes. The thing about Koi Koi is just learning the hands and what hands you want to work towards. Because if you've got that sake cup, you want to know how to use it. But yes, got your ass handed to you by Koran. Yeah, it gets tough. There's, I might have mentioned it in the last stream, but when you unlock the post game, you get access to a Koi Koi tournament, and it is not easy. That was maybe the most recent hair-pullingly hard video game moment I've had in a long time. When I decided I wanted to finish that a couple years ago. Next Blood God meetup, bring your Hanafuda. Absolutely. I've got my Club Nintendo Hanafuda here. See, not really. Boy. Straight to Koran's room? Yeah. I'm not gonna... I could explore, but that's not... It's not what we're doing right now. I should have explored. I should have explored. I regret not exploring. Get out of here, Zell. Who asked you? Always look at their hair. You never know. You might just get, I just got relationship points for checking out her hair. It's less risky than looking anywhere else. I will mention that in Sakura Wars GB, it is possible to fail a playthrough and get a definite game over. And you have to start back from the beginning of the game. And a not insignificant portion of those game overs are due to volunteering to be an experiment for Koran. So, be careful of that if that's something you decide to play. I wonder what she looked like with the glasses off. And I can just grab them. That's very cool. Yeah, have a real 90s rom-com moment. Take out those braids. Take off those glasses. You're actually beautiful. Wow. Sure, I'm up for it. Okay. Let me see if I can remember how to play Koi Koi. Five lights ain't gonna happen. Junk. I like to go for scrolls. Boar deer butterfly. Blossom viewing. Moon viewing. 3 lights. Oh boy. Okay.
始めようか。最初は大神派が親やで。同じ種類の札が3枚出たからまとめるで。
Grab some tags. That's what I want. Now see, it isn't always advantageous to just play the one that is highlighted. There are still definitely, hey, I'll take that. That worked for me. Okay, now I'm in a pretty good position. See, they could very easily have cards of these suits that are very good. So I want to be careful about what I'm just playing down as junk just to get something out of my hand. But I'm gonna go for it. See? Bit of a bummer, but I don't know, maybe I can get this red tag out of this one. Yeah, might as well. We've got a pretty... Getting a lot of animals over there, huh? Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, times like this is when it's good to know what shows up in what suits. Koi. Okay. I will take this opportunity. That's all right. Whatever. It's something. I don't know. Oh! Oh! Just... I got demolished in one round. That's maybe the worst hand I've ever been dealt. I don't think I could have recovered from that. Brutal. But get points just for being here. That's is there any kind of bonus for winning? You more often than not, winning will get you a relationship bonus. That'll get you some points. Even when they're a sore loser, they usually somehow spin it into them being glad for some reason. Whatever. Can't make it too complicated. That was a crushing defeat. Humbled. Okay, let's see. Usually what I like to do is, because there are two kinds of events. There can be the ones that pop up as you're passing through a space, which just happen automatically, or or there being an event at a location you specifically choose to go to. Now, specifically choosing to go to any location will take a notch off of your invisible timer. So, if you don't know where to go or aren't quite sure what to do, my recommendation is do a circuit through the theater, and that will let you scoop up any events that would happen if you passed by them without like, see, we've passed by the terrace and we have an event. I wouldn't have necessarily chosen to go to the terrace, so it's a good thing that I at least walked past it. Go. Nice little Maria bonus. Just because I happened to be walking past, so. There's also remember some of the places that seem a little counterintuitive. I know sometimes you don't think about the entrance hall being separate from the lobby, or the first and second floor seating, or even the large prop room behind the stage. There's just sort of a lot of places that sometimes can feel sort of lost in the visuals. I default in later games. I always default to going to the courtyard because there's almost always someone in the courtyard. But so we want to take the longest route possible. So let's head to the stage. You never know what you're gonna run into. Did you play the other games in Japanese? I have played some of the other games in Japanese. I've never done a full playthrough of any of them in Japanese because it's tough because the dialogue system is timed. So it's a bit of a hassle to try to intuit stuff like that. And the translation guides that have been available online for the past 20 years, known affectionately as the Kayama guides, they are mostly specific routes. So, no, they don't have fan translations. Only 1 and 5 are playable in English of the mainline series. And then Columns on Dreamcast and GB on Game Boy Color also have fan translations. But 2, 3, and 4 do not. I've played the most of 3 in Japanese, but it's tough. And yes, the Kayama guides that are available online are very much about like picking a route, follow these instructions, pick option, the second option in the list of options kind of thing to progress. So I've thought about it many times over the last well over a decade, but I do kind of want my first times through the games to be as close to an original experience as they can be. I don't want to get through them just to get through them. I do want to have the sense of exploration. finding a Japanese copy of Sakura Wars GB when I was, I don't know, 17 or 18 or something was the thing that made me want to start learning Japanese, because I thought I would try to play through that. Little did I know that not only are the dialogue options in that timed, but their position on the menu is also randomized every time, so you can't even, you know, try to translate it or even follow a guide that's like pick the second option, because you never know which one is going to be the second option. It was a very stressful game to try to read when I knew absolutely nothing about the language. But then I got a fan translation anyway, so whatever. I'm still trying to learn, but I'm not using that game. I wonder if it is worth it to try to actually investigate the stage, or if it's going to give us the same thing. Right. Won't disturb her. See if anybody's in the kitchen. Only have so much time. I mean, there's usually stuff in either the costume or the dressing room. I'm not getting many hits here. Let's check in on some of the Goyles. Please tell me I have time. Oh. Sure. Oxygen bombs. Let's go. So this is one of our hidden mini games. All of the girls have a different corresponding minigame, and you have to find them. They are available on certain days and certain times, depending on what their routine is. And once you have unlocked one, once you get to the post game, then you are able to replay them. And you can do like I think one has hard modes and stuff like that. But yes, so I didn't even realize there was a basement to begin with. Yeah, it is a little bit hidden. Yeah. Okay, I am going to practice because this one's tough. This is hard. I love the sprites in this. I think it's awesome. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, I'm toast. I'm toast. Okay, let's just do it. Let's go. Ah, bugger. I forget that he doesn't slow down when you go. Oh my god. Whatever, good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Not the most intuitive physics in the world, but I pulled it off. I used to be very good at that. Just so you know. Be more careful, you idiot. Who knows? She might respond well to that. It was an eventful night. Now, I wonder... I think we probably can... check the hangar? Yeah. Here we go. They are kind of adorable. Sure. I want to hear this stuff. There is even a hangar. It's, I mean, part of this game is figuring out what there even is. If you don't give an answer before the time limit, does it just select the option you had highlighted, or do you get another worse response? Depends. It is not the option you had highlighted. Sometimes it just denotes that you take no action. So sometimes that can be exactly what the situation requires, and sometimes it makes matters worse. So it's something to experiment with. I would say we should check the training room for Kana, but we don't have Kana yet. There's very rarely anyone in the war room or command room. Obviously, the shower room gets you some zany mishaps, but they also usually result in you losing some affection, which is, whatever. That's kind of par for the course for these sorts of games. Sakura was on the stage. We've seen Koran. We can check on Iris, maybe. Just to round out seeing everyone. There is an interesting balance that you have to find with some of Iris's stuff, because she does not love being the child of the group. Doesn't love being the youngest. So sometimes when you talk to her, you don't want to talk down to her all the time, but also she likes being cute too, so whatever. It's a sociopath training game. She does not love being told her pajamas are an unusual design. Okay, noted. Yeah. Do want to bring up again that Sakura Wars 5 translates the spirit energy as Numa, which I think is brilliant. That is an elegant localization. Maybe we'll check on Maria too, just in case. Fair enough. Okay, I've got one more. Chat? Where are we going? I very rarely check the library. Might try the salon, or maybe we could just roll the dice and go for seating somewhere, maybe even entrance hall. Or we could try a basement location. Or even the unused bedroom on the first floor. I'm open to suggestions. Also haven't tried Sakura's room, which might also have something going on. Because even though, yes, she is on stage rehearsing, sometimes a character's location isn't necessarily mutually exclusive. Didn't know this was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube. I promise you, revenge. Let's just try Sakura's room. And that'll be it for tonight. Yeah. No answer. That's fine. Oh. Not my final room? Great. Then the library, please. It's not a factor in this game, but Sakura Wars GB, because it is a little bit more of a sim, you do have to manage your stamina, and doing too many actions and not getting enough rest will take you out, sometimes for the day, and can potentially take you out of the game. Remember, Sakura Wars is not a sim. Dating or otherwise.
Moはや私ではない。そんな私をあなたは愛せるのか。アンドレ様。
Oops. Yeah. Fair enough. I was about to try to stop Samurai. I'm not gonna play that off like I had the right answer. I love even just the way everyone is getting thrown from the stage. I think. Look at that characterization. Look at that. That's beautiful. I think that's fantastic. Maria scoops up Sakura. It's a good video game. You went out of your way to save me yesterday, too. Is that because we did the swimming minigame? Here we go. Here we go. See, here we go. Seeing her rehearsing the night before gives us another dialogue option. Gets us doing the mini game gets us more dialogue from Sumire. It's just, what is this? Baldur's Gate? What is this? Some kind of RPG? I know that when I played this the first time, I was kind of surprised that how you interact with everyone doesn't necessarily affect the greater narrative, but I think that little moments like those are kind of exciting because you have that time limit, you have limited numbers of places you can go, but the more you get to know characters and understand where you think they might be, the chances go up of you making a discovery. And then when you get that acknowledgement that you made those discoveries, whether it manifests in an additional dialogue or another dialogue option for you, it just feels that much sweeter. No, hold on. Here we go.
あら怪我したのおかしな子ね
Get out of here. Get out of here with that.
どう頑張るのもいいけどほどほどにね
なんだかずいぶん楽しそうでしたね。いいな、恋人みたいで。そう。じゃあ。
She's not having any of it. She doesn't care how much you look at her hair. Not interested, buddy. I don't think I've ever done anything else there other than go to Sakura's room. I wonder... I have no idea what happens if you keep working.
どう頑張るのもいいけどほどほどにね
You made Ogami continue working on the stage? Not having any of Sakura's juvenile romantic comedy bullshit. She had no right to get jealous. She has no claim over you. It was all a misunderstanding. She should have some maturity about the whole situation. He has a job to do. Somehow keep upsetting Maria because you try to be personable. Ah! This is where you need to be a sociopath. You need to intuit what people want to hear from you. That's how to be good at video games. I'll have a look at character status. I'll post I'll post the status proper when we get to the combat. Hello! Welcome, Basil, and your party of 4. Thank you for joining us. Just making progress through episode 2. Been at this for an hour and a half. So we'll see. I have some prep to do for some work tonight, but we can probably finish episode 2. Just need Sumire to have the high rating, and that is all. My guy. You get it. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say the PS2 remake has some more options as far as pursuing affection ratings goes. Maria is the only one who's happy with your relatively cold Ogami. She would be. Soaring whale. I love a combat uniform transformation sequence. They're very fun. That's, yeah. Let's give a shout out to our newest member. Might as well. Tell us about these cravats. Well, the first cravat reported in Japan was during the Meiji Restoration. A nobleman from Europe named Claude van der Hoeven ingratiated himself with a daimyo of the time, and I got nothing. I don't know anything about the history of cravats. These are cravats to obliterate Miles Edgeworth's cravat. I think his is great, but as far as his silhouette goes, he's very broad-shouldered to be having such a cravat. I used to know something about that chant. What is it? I thought I had a fun fact about it, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Strike a pose. The squad arriving on the scene animations only get better as the series progresses. Yeah, what are we doing here? I don't think this fight is too hard. I don't think. What's her... How does hers work again? Yeah. Oh, right. Right. Oh, nuts. I should have moved there. Could have hit all of them. Ah. Yeah, obviously, look, it's only our second fight. We're introducing some long-range mechanics. You are too high for me to hit with that. Time to defend. I wonder if... let's just, yeah. Whatever. We're gonna get special back. Hello, Art Raider. Never played this before. It looks fun. It's very fun. I highly recommend it. Look at that. What does this map look like again? Once again, I'm playing through Sakura Wars on the Sega Saturn. Celebrate its nomination for the Pantheon of the Blood God. If you would like to discuss. No, we gotta save that. We gotta save that for later. Remind me that that is a possibility. That's very fun. Don't usually get those. Let's cover. I don't think we're really gonna need to cover anybody, but might as well be Sakura. And we can't hit anyone from here, so defend it is. Should I play this or Crisis Core after I wrap on FF4 the After Years? First of all, congratulations on playing through the After Years, a game I like. And not only a game I like, but a game that I think is good and worth looking at. Obviously this. Look, Crisis Core, I understand wanting to get through it before Rebirth comes out, but it's gonna be around. You gotta be a part of the conversation. It's Sakura Wars month. Who knows how many opportunities you'll get to be a part of a momentous occasion like this. Let's get rid of these guys. I just cuz this is fun. Here we go.
疾風にして聖水のごとく
診断にして烈火のごとし
飛竜上雲
龍空放水
聖絶
天正烈海派
A delight. So, how it works is on any given girl's where someone is the more or less main character of a chapter. If you build your relationship up high enough with them during that chapter, then if they're standing near each other during combat, you will get access to the combo attack. That also I can't remember if it works the same way in this one as it does in later games, but you will also, once you get further into the game, you will get the ability to have more ready access to some of the combo attacks. There is also, in games like Sakura Wars 5, if you at some point have gotten every character's combo attack throughout the game, then by the climax of the game you have access to a ultimate attack that acknowledges your capabilities as the captain. So, yeah, we should run into it by accident. So sorry. Spoilers. But it is a mechanic that is there, lurking in the background. I can just, yeah, let's just skip right past you. As long as we're not in the line of fire at the end of the turn, then we are A-okay. So yes, this is just going to kind of funnel us all into one direction. Could have done that a little better. Whatever. Miss when big releases would have mechanics that they do not explain. Me too, man. Yeah. Finding out how all the abilities and mechanics work and does not explain them. Yes, and it's also it's not like there's a ton of them either. So you're not like no, this is what I'm about to address, Zell, is that it's not like there's a ton of mechanics and you don't understand how they work even after you use them. But I would kill for a Saga month. Yes, I am on your side here. Even just to, I don't know, alienate some other people. I am desperate to get around to Minstrel Song. I know it came out like a year ago on Switch, but I think that game's so beautiful. Easier. Wonder, maybe should have used my special there. Let's just. We don't really have any safe zones. I kind of bottlenecked myself. That's too bad. Can I hit you from here? No, I cannot. Man. I need to rest. Need to do my all monster always eat the meat. Just for the sake of doing something, I'm gonna put you over here. I know that's probably further from my goal ultimately, but listen, I don't think we're in any particular danger right now. Come on. Whatever. Another turn. So to rest. I have not been very lucky with critical hits this entire run. Mentioned last time, but the indicator for your critical hit is how much your engine gets revved before an attack, which I think is just so charming. Ogami's in the way. Yeah, sorry, this is going to be a little bit of a boring... Again, I don't... Whatever. Just gonna rest. I think I'm only doing this because I think if you get hit by some of the turrets, you get it damages morale a little bit. I think they're not super impressed, so. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, and that is probably going to be just fine. Let's get in there. There we go. So that's a critical. Look at that. I even love the sound that the engine makes. It's great. Would I hit anything? No, I would not. Let's just tuck in behind you. Yeah, most of these fights really aren't about whether you're going to survive or not, but it's just about optimizing things. It's about making opportunities to get those little boosts in. Sure, let's just blow this up. Yeah, little opportunities to boost affection ratings and find little character moments and stuff like that. I'm sure. Putting Sumire in the line of fire a little bit. Oh, and she's too tall. That stinks. Special will hit, though. But do I want to use my special? Almost feels like the game wants you to care more about putting on a show, like setting up moments that would happen in an anime instead of just being tactical and winning. Agreed. Yeah. Especially in later games, you get a lot of opportunities that involve being in proximity to other characters. Yeah, I agree. Whatever. We're defending. probably not high enough for that, is it? Risk it. I'm just gonna go over here. Would love another critical, but that's fine, because I can move her out of the way. Ogami can try to finish it off. We can all move on with our lives. In fact, I'm gonna tactical advantage to attacking from behind, but that'll do. Just gonna whatever. Would she be more useful on the front lines with us? Yes, but also just for the sake of, you know, whatever. Might as well just finish this one off.
私の出番
Save our specials for when things get crazy. Enough.
いいえ、あれを見てください。
What?
何ですのこの異常な容器は化け物
なるほど、こやつらがサタンを。我は天界、偉大なるクロノス界の総帥、帝都の最初にして最後の支配者である。我が野望を阻む愚か者どもめ、図が高いわ。うぬらに我が相手は務まらぬ。
Sure. Just gotta finish that off for the sake of completion. Really can't climb up there, huh? Just make me go all the way around. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Is this... Do I actually want to focus on defense here? I can't remember if there's a story reason why I shouldn't try to attack. So I'm gonna... Let's try a... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, very, very little damage.
私が頑張んなきゃ。
Just like... whatever. We can handle it. No? Oh. Oh, right.
うちを見てて
This
よ
guy needs to charge up. What's my range? Not crazy. Let's just, I don't know, let's experiment with burning some
神
special.
崎風神流胡蝶の舞。
そこ
私が頑張んなきゃ。
Throw everything at it. I'm sure this will work. Bah, fine. That voice. Yeah. Just like the sound. Just like the sound.
私が頑張んなきゃ。
Heal, please. Doop-boop-boo. Going over here. Can't remember if it's particularly smart about who it attacks, but I am nervous. also not going to attack enough to give it full meter. Because that's dumb. Yeah, that's right.
やはり
うちを見ててや
It's a weird translation. Everyone focus on the main body. What's my range again? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tell you what. Keep trying to attack her. I dare you. And we'll just do rest. Sure.
うちが応援してるで
Yeah, covering Sumire, right? Yeah, yeah. Good. Good, good, good. Let's also rest.
勝利やはり私の
うちを見ててや
Sorry, what is special range? 1, 2. Well, let's go in here.
頑張りやうちのちびロボたち
私が
I guess. Not thinking too many steps ahead here, but whatever. Sorry, Sumire. You're taking the brunt of this attack. And yeah, of course, I am defending her. Trust that you are defending her. You know you are. She's your favorite.
勝利。
うちを見て。
行きますわよ。
敵は私がと。
Sure, let's just do this guy. Covering is so silly. You're not wrong. This is where it is the most broken. Let's just... So probably... This will probably finish it off. Nope. I can't reach you from here. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. I thought about that a little bit more. Ah, well. Even so. Sorry, Sakura. Of course I want more affection points for Sumire.
勝利。
うちを見ててよ。
I would never try to conceal that fact.
行くね。
But I did think I'd have a bit of a cleaner fight than this. That was a round of combat. It certainly was. Yeah, let's have a look here. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, not gonna give us... I think maybe we only get to see the stat boosts before combat. Yeah? Is that... maybe? Oh well.
ご苦労様。
こちらが帝国歌劇団副司令花屋敷支部長班です。
藤枝あやめです。よろしくね、大神くん。
Oh, Ayame.
隊長には瞬間の判断力が必要よ。あなたには期待しています。しっかりね、大神くん。
帝国歌劇団め、あくまで逆らうのか。ならばこの天界の真の恐ろしさ、たっぷりと教えてくれるわ。四天王。
Well, that was episode 2.
抹殺帝国歌劇団
We'll get our little next time on Sakura Wars. In the meantime, thank you everyone for joining me. Gonna try to make these as regular as I can, so we can get through the game before the end of the month.
さよなら、私の青春。さよなら、私の恋。私の時間は
Episode
あの
3
戦争で止まっている。次回桜大
is a
戦。
bit of a banger.
俺は隊長失格。
I'm excited
大
for
正
it.
桜にロマンの嵐。胸の
Thanks
痛みは
everyone for hanging
ロ
out,
ケットだけの
comparing playthroughs. I love hearing routes people have taken, who you're romancing. So please, keep all that talk going, because I love seeing it. Thank you, Rev, for joining us. Anyone who hasn't joined us over on the Axe of the Blood God Discord, please do so. This is our game of the month for our Pantheon of the Blood God game club. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. We've got lots of people playing through it, comparing their playthroughs. I'm so happy. It is delightful to see how many people have taken to it and are making progress. So, thank you everyone for doing that. And I think that's it for the stream today. That was just over 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's been great. Thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you next time. It might be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. I would have tried to do Friday, but I'm out of town, so keep your eyes peeled. I might be doing episode 3 tomorrow afternoon. So probably see you then. Maybe. I don't know. Might take a break. We'll see. Whatever. Thanks, everybody. Bye.